Hello, everyone, and welcome to It's Your Call, a series where we ask you what you would do on difficult bidding problems. Today, I'm joined by Jack, who is an amazing youth player. He has been playing for about 6 years now, but he only really seriously started playing after the Providence National it was 2022, which was the Summer Nationals. He would go to every youth NABC before that time, and then he got deeply into it. He joined the USBF Junior Training Program, got on a team, and they attempted to qualify for the U21s. It didn't go as great as hoped, but he made it onto the U16 team, and they did absolutely amazingly. They placed second out of the entire event in the World Youth Team Championships. In addition to his great experience with Veldhoven, he has competed in many national events since his time in Providence, and he's done extremely well. Notably, he came first place in GNT C, and in one of these recent ones, I believe he was fourth in the 0 to 10,000. Was it a Swiss or a knockout?
Not quite that. We ended up finishing 10th. We
Oh,
led for most of we led for basically the entire first day, and the second day didn't go so well, unfortunately.
oh,
It was fun.
I know how that
It's
feels.
yeah. It's bridge, it happens.
Yeah. So, you were in Veldhoven, and I'm quite envious of it. How was the experience that you had there? Because you're just there, surrounded by all these other youth who are just so
Yeah.
into bridge. How is it?
I mean, I think there's nothing quite like it, honestly. There's Youth Bridge is not so popular anymore, and it's to be surrounded. Veldhoven, where we were, was basically in the middle of nowhere. So you had a couple hundred youth bridge players locked in a hotel playing bridge 12, 14 hours a day. And, the sense of community you feel and, getting to meet people from around the world, I really loved it. I think it's one of the best bridge memories I've ever had.
So, was the atmosphere really, really that competitive, or was it generally, like you mentioned community, the sense of community? Was it still competitive at the same time? Like,
I
how
mean,
did those two feelings clash?
it was competitive for a lot of it. One thing that helps is there are so many American juniors. There's two teams in every
Yes.
category, and there are just so many familiar faces. You always have people to be with. And then, it felt a little competitive at the beginning, but once you get to the end, once everyone is finished, in the last night, the lobby was filled with people playing goulash and various other card games, and it was like it was just really, really sweet, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Wow. Awesome. Well, hopefully one day I'll get to experience it, and hopefully you get to make it there again for a second time. So, thank you for joining me on this week's It's Your Call. Let's get started.
Of course. Sure.
All right. So, this problem is a match points problem.
Okay.
Your partner is the dealer, and you are vulnerable against not. So the auction starts out with a 1 club opening from your partner, and East came in with 2 diamonds. And now it's your call.
I think I'm going to bid 2 hearts. I think that's pretty forcing.
It's a
I just
forcing bid.
I don't think I really have another choice on this hand.
Yeah. You start with 2 hearts, it's forcing, and then it goes 2 spades by West, and then your partner bids 3 clubs, and East comes in with 3 spades. Now it's your call
Hmm.
again.
Interesting. So, partner probably has, it sounds like, 2 or 3 spades, probably 6 good clubs at
Mm-hmm.
least.
Seems
So we
right.
have a known we have a known club fit. They probably also have some diamond length also because West chose to bid two spades instead of raising diamonds of some number.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so they probably don't have many hearts. But it also, looking at this hand, it feels like my hearts could so easily get hung if I'm playing clubs. So I
Right.
think I'm just gonna bid four hearts.
Yeah. Bidding, I mean,
Um,
the main concern here with not being in hearts and going for clubs is that you, like, if you're playing in clubs, you don't have any entries to your heart suit. So it's much, much more beneficial for you to be in hearts as opposed to partners clubs. You've got a substantial suit yourself, and
yeah.
you want to be able to use those heart values and that heart length, regardless of what it's like a provider of entries.
Yeah.
So I think four hearts is definitely a more than reasonable call, despite the fact that you know that you have a 9 card fit in clubs, and
Yeah.
majors generally are more important. And now West is going to pass, North is going to pass, and now East bids for spades, and now we have
Hmm.
another difficult call.
So I'm definitely not passing. I'm
Yeah,
definitely not gonna double.
you're kind of just given this opportunity to go for hearts or clubs. The problem is you still have less information. You don't even have as much information as before.
Maybe I should bid. I think I should probably bid for no and give partner a choice
Mm-hmm.
on what's going on. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, 4-no clearly um, is not natural in this situation.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of
It's
saying, pick one. I'm happy with both of them. But what's the difference here, do you think, between 4-no and 5 clubs? Because both give partner the option to choose between 5 hearts and 5 clubs. What do you think there's a slight difference between either of those options?
there's definitely a difference. To me, I think four no is putting more emphasis on my hearts, and five clubs is putting more emphasis on my clubs.
Agreed.
I think that five clubs is probably suggesting a fourth club and nowhere near as many hearts.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mean four hearts can probably just be like ace king queen sixth, right? Like
Yeah.
it can just be a hand that wants to play a major suit fit there,
Yeah.
and
And has
especially at
similar
match points, you know.
problems.
I really don't want to be. I'm never gonna strive to play five clubs unless I have to. But now that I'm playing at the five level, I'm gonna give my partner a choice.
Mm-hmm. Totally, completely agree. And then if you just bid 5 hearts, you probably would just it's just like no partner. I don't care. We're playing in
Yeah.
hearts. So it goes for no trump, and then West passes, and North bids 5 clubs, and we get a pass from East. I don't know.
This is
Actually,
hard.
I'm changing it. East is going to
Okay.
double.
East is gonna double.
Yeah, East is doubling.
So I trust partner here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I'm not bidding hearts because partner knows to me partner is showing like either seven clubs or really good six. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like ace king queen six or something.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Maybe I'm supposed. Do I want to? Is slam in the picture? Partner. If partner has like six good clubs, then slam is making unless he has neither of their aces.
Yeah, he needs to have one of their aces.
And if he does have one of them, so it's probably just gold. Damn, I don't know my scoring table as well as I
As
as
you,
well as I
as you
should.
should.
I'm gonna redouble. Sure.
Redouble. Here we go.
Sure.
And
I think theoretically I'm probably supposed to pass, but like I think theoretically pass is probably right, but I'm gonna redouble because I have a feeling this is going to be pretty making. You know, even if there's some stupid void or something, partner still probably has one of their aces.
okay, it goes pass, pass, pass.
Okay, let's see what I bought.
in this situation, partner overbid a little bit based off
Okay.
of shape.
Yes.
And, you know, maybe it wasn't the best decision for them to make, but it did happen. So, their hand is two small spades,
Okay.
void and hearts, king jack fourth of diamonds, ace king seventh of clubs.
Okay.
It's a pretty blatant overbid, especially with the two diamonds. East is offside,
Yeah.
and with the diamond suit offside and void in partner suit. It's just they got too deep with the three clubs bid, and once you bid four hearts showing a substantial heart hand, then
Yeah.
and then you keep going, it's just harder. But I definitely think that North should definitely have more than what they had
Yeah.
for their three clubs bid.
I mean, that's why I think redouble is probably wrong. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
think partner will be bidding a lot based upon shape here, and I'm not clear that I want that. That's what I want to happen. I think five clubs doubled making is often just gonna be a top anyways if it's making.
Mm-hmm. But there is good news. Four spades very likely makes.
Okay, that's
So,
pleasant to hear.
yes. Five clubs does happen to go down because East correctly doubled with Queen third offside. Um,
Oh, unlucky.
so it's definitely unlucky. And you know, like if they don't lead a spade, they have a singleton heart, so they could consider leading that. And on the actual hand, that is what was led. So you got to pitch two spades on the ace king of hearts, and then you make your contract. So
Yeah.
five clubs has some hope on some misdefense, which is definitely possible.
I mean, I also I think likely the redouble will scare them into not making some random aggressive lead,
Mm-hmm.
which it's sort of mind games in a sense, but
Right.
I yeah.
So you've got the mind games, but yeah, I completely agree with how you bid this hand. Prioritizing the major because of entry issues, and then bidding for no trump to show preference, like giving choice, but showing preference to hearts. And then the redouble is a fun little mind game that you played here, which is awesome. So yeah, that's the hand. Thank you again for joining me on
Of
this
course.
week's It's Your Call. Um,
Thank you for having me.
and to our wonderful audience, let us know what you would bid. Would you make the same mistake as North and overbid? Or would you evaluate your hand less because of your void and partner suit? With our hand, what would you have done? Would you have made some different bids along the side? Would you have shown preference for clubs at some point as opposed to rebidding your hearts, just kind of guaranteeing that fint? Who knows? The problem with guaranteeing that fit earlier might get partner even more excited than before. So let us know what your thoughts are in the comments, and please like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the ACBL YouTube channel for more It's Your Call content. All right, everyone. Thank you, Jack, and we will
Thank you.
see you again.
See you.